Hi guys, how are you doing today? It's your girl here. I'm back again. So today I just wanted to share my I'd already promised that I'm going to share my journey. I just wanted to share my journey, my IVF journey. I think I say something about it. Okay, cool. Just the long and short of it. So we actually started our IVF journey in 2022. So that's when we started our IVF journey, because we'd been trying for 2 years plus, and it was just not happening. So then we just decided to say, you know what, let's give this IVF a try. Being a Christian, it was not easy. I don't want to lie to you, it's not an easy thing to do. You need to pray. I think I spoke about it earlier on in another video of how I took time to pray about it, and God actually came through for me, and I understood that no, this is what I need to do. I didn't go there trusting the process, but rather I went in there trusting God. So we started in 2022. We set up an appointment, with a fertility clinic in Joburg, South Africa. When we did, and didn't know that you actually you wait, because they've got a long waiting list. We waited, then we went in for our first consultation. And because you were going in and we are young, both me and my husband, obviously they recommended that, you know what, you guys, you need to start with IUI. So IUI is just intra uterine insemination. Is different from IVF. I'll share a lot as we go, but it's the cheaper version. So I think that time when I did it was 4,500 rand. So they said, because now you don't have when they normally recommend it in instances where maybe you're just not conceiving because it's taking time, but there's not a problem between the two of you. They check you, they check the husband, everything is okay, but it's just taking time. Then they recommend IUI, just to try and aid that whole process of fertilization. So then we did it. I think we did the first one, it failed. With the second one, it failed. Then they recommended that we go for IVF. Even IVF, they recommend that we go for a soft stimulation. So soft stimulation is whereby you don't use a lot of medication, so it's a little bit cheaper, but it's only about 70% of the cost. I think that time it was I think we paid something like around 47,000. I'm not so sure, just for the transfer, guys. It's just the process. There are other costs, a lot of costs are associated with the medication that you buy. Then we had that process again, for IVF, and boom, it also failed. Yeah, it has been quite a journey. Then of course they recommended we go full cycle. So I didn't really want to go back, but I thank God for people around me, my pastors and everyone encouraged me. Shelter, you know what, you can do this, let's do it again. Even my husband didn't want me to go through it, because he had seen what I went through, with the other one. But then he said, you know what, let's actually do it again. So we went for the full cycle. We had our aspiration. This is where they harvest the eggs in August, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was in August. And then the transfer, we had it in October, on the 26th of October. Of course, I remember. And then we had the double transfer, 2 embryos that we transferred. We didn't do gender testing. We just wanted to say, okay, it doesn't matter if it's a girl or it's a boy. So we then did 2 embryo transfers. It was a frozen embryo. It was not a fresh embryo transfer. And then, and then it was successful. And yeah, so that's exactly what happened. So now in terms of the cost, someone can be asking, a full IVF cycle, it's a bit pricey. I remember that time they actually reviewed their price. I think it was around 75,000, just the transfer. That exclude the embryo transfer, frozen embryo transfer, because frozen embryo transfer, it's around 12,000 if you're doing it in a frozen embryo. And it excludes other medication, because medication you also pay. There are other things that you'll be paying, your 500 a week for injections and stuff like that. So if you put it together, it's slightly above 100,000, right, for the IVF. And sometimes if you have to then do like the other people, maybe you have to do your fibroid, like your surgeries additional, it actually gets up higher than that. So yeah, and is IVF easy? IVF is not about money, guys. So if you want to do it, don't look at it and be like, no, I have the money. But also in terms of your emotions, in terms of you as a person, mental space, are you ready? Because it's the most difficult thing I've ever had to do in my entire life. And I will do a video to take you through, guys. It's only grace of God that I actually have to. It's not easy. But to be honest with you, I really thank God, because yeah, it worked out. Yeah, I'll do another video again in terms of all the questions and answers. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And if you want to go through IVF, guys, I'm available to hold your hand through it all. You know, I'll even help you also to identification of other, you know, opportunities where you can optimize costs and stuff like that. So if you want to go through it, feel free to reach out to me at any point and I'll be able to help. Oh yeah, coolies, guys, I think that's all for today. I've got so many things to do, so I had to rush through this one. Thank you. Bye.